Okay, we're back, and now we're looking at Fatty's elbow. And there's been some discomfort in the elbow, and after reviewing and going through all the range of motion testing and resistive testing and joint play, I'm going to show you what I found to be uncomfortable and sore. So when we did active range of motion with Fatty's wrist, it's actually his wrist. There's something going on with his elbow, but when he moves his wrist in flexion, doing flexion, that's uncomfortable right here. And when he does it into extension, that's uncomfortable as well. And then I'm just going to allow him to come back here. I'm going to do this passively. Is that uncomfortable there, Fatty? So there's no discomfort when I go in this direction. And the pain isn't in the wrist, but it's up through in this region. But when I do flexion, that's uncomfortable. He feels discomfort right in through here. So I've done, he's done active, we've done overpressure. Active is sore in both directions, but overpressure is only really sore in flexion. Okay? So the next thing I discovered while doing the testing was that I did some resisted wrist ulnar radial deviation in all the directions. The only direction I found that there was discomfort was in wrist extension. So when I did, just hold that, I'm going to push down this direction. And when I tested there, I found there's discomfort and irritation right at the epicondyle area. And you put your arm down. And so when I palpated the whole region, I palpated the flexors and extensors. And when I palpated the extensors, it was uncomfortable in through this region. But when I came up to the insertion of all these areas, I found it warm and tender and hot and puffy and uncomfortable to palpation. It was quite uncomfortable. And when I did joint play, and I'm not going to show you joint play, when I did joint play, I did distraction and traction of the humerus and radius. I didn't find any irritation, but I did find irritation only when I applied pressure to the proximal head of the radius. But I don't think it was really the joint was irritated. I think it was more the tissue. So now I would like you to go to Blackboard and figure out what's going on with Fatty's elbow. Thank you.